Hey everyone, it's Justin again with Crawdaddy Life. I hope you're living your best Crawdaddy life. Remember to be your own Crawdaddy. Whatever you watch on the internet, they tell you what to do, you do your thing your way. Got it? Cool. Awesome. Crawdaddy with the crawfish claws, right? All right, so last time we talked, I talked about how my friend's wife had passed away, and so we're going to make some food for him. It's really awesome. It's going to be a casserole. It's going to get him through several days of breakfast or whatever. It can be breakfast or lunch. It's an egg casserole, and I looked up some different, recipes online, and I just kind of made something of my own, and I want you to do that too. You're going to see what I do, but feel free to do it yourself. They had different ones with different kinds of peppers in there and sausage and all this stuff. So mine is basically, make it really easy. Are you ready? A dozen eggs, 2 cups of grated cheese. I decided to go with 1 cup of cheddar and 1 cup of Mexican blend. So that's what I do. A red pepper. So half of a red pepper is going to go into this. I've got a whole pepper because I'm actually going to do 2 today. And then these little grape tomatoes. I got a package of those. Anywhere between 6 and 8 to 10 ounces for this casserole is fine. You don't want to do too many because it's very moist and makes the egg soggy, after it's baked. But and then sausage. Basically, oh wait, there's more. Sausage, I went with andouille sausage. I love andouille sausage. I'm the Crawdaddy man from Louisiana, so I love it. Here's the cheeses, Mexican style cheese, cheddar cheese, and then spinach. So really good, healthy meal. This is all it takes. So a cup each of Mexican and cheddar, a dozen eggs, one of these packages of spinach. You're going to need some butter to sort of grease the baking pan, and a pound of the sausage, or a package, either way is fine. We're going to do half of a red pepper and maybe a handful of those grape tomatoes. So here we go. I'm going to start up the fire on this. I always like multitasking. So what I'm going to do is, I've already gotten a lot of this started, and I'm going to show you something real quick. But we've got, basically 2 of these things going. I'm really having trouble with this phone mount today. So you see I have 2 bowls, 1 for each tray, 2 things of cheese. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this, get it out of the way. I'm using this butter. I love this grass-fed butter, Kerrygold grass-fed. It's so good. Get all that out of the way. But so basically I went ahead and got a head start so that you guys didn't have to sit through me taking a while chopping and all that. So right now, I'm going to tilt this a little bit. There we go, good. And there, okay, cool. So now you should be able to see, we got some sausage going here, and that's just kind of going like that. I love these pans with the little lip on the rim, so you can just kind of flippy flip like that. And over here, I've already started beating one of these pots. So, oh good, you can see it, it's cool. But now I'm going to do this one. Now when you have a dozen eggs in here, I usually start by just stabbing each of these yolks. Okay, like that. All right, cool. So now we got those yolks broken up. We're gonna tear into that. I'm gonna turn this heat down. It's a big burner. So I get that going, get that nice and finely. Get it to where it's nice and bubbly and blend it in there. Get really aggressive with that. All right, cool. Now I want to show you a little something about how I do the sausage chopping. Here we go, perfect. All right, so sausage. Basically, just take this guy. Sorry if that is too loud. Let me get that going. Get that flippy flip. We're flipping over some sausage. So this is just the first package of sausage. I'm going to go ahead and turn it down because we're going to have to catch up with this here. So we're just going to go like this. Go kind of thin with the sausage, and we're going to cut these into quarters also. That way when you take a bite of this casserole, you don't have any huge chunks. But basically, just kind of go through like that. Cut the knife and slide it so you make sure you cut through the skin completely. Ooh, gotta watch out. Don't cut your fingers off, obviously. And, so this is the Crawdaddy way. Doesn't have to be perfect. You really don't have to be precise. Just have fun cooking. Sometimes sausage might fall on the ground. It's great for the dog. He loves that. And you might see him at some point. Let's see. Anyway, I'm just going to go through here. Sometimes I take these little take a stack of these and then just kind of cut them into quarters like this, like boom, and then boom. And then take that, put it in there. So I'm going to do that with all these. But I think what might be faster, just while we're on the phone, if I just go like this, and I'm just going to get into this pile and just cut it into a bunch of pieces like this. It's really does not have to be perfect. You just want to get them all into some fine pieces so that they can fit in a bite size easily. Actually, I'm really glad that we're doing this video because I've never done it this way and I'm loving it. It's a lot easier and a lot less time than the way I was doing it. So yeah, we'll just go in here and chop up this pile of sausage. Again, this is about having fun cooking, not obsessing over all this stuff. All right, so while I'm chopping this, I want to talk to you about what we're doing here. We're giving this meal to this nice man who's without his wife, and you know, this is probably going to make him a little bit happier, maybe help him get through the day a little better, make him feel like he's being thought about at least. And but the way I approach these things, and again, you do your own crawdaddy, you be your own crawdaddy. But you know, when people are suffering like this, I find the best thing to do, it's very sweet and nice to say, what can I do for you? But what I find is that, and I've been through, you know, I've been through a lot of death in my family, not a pity party, just saying. And what I find is that it's just much better when people just show up. So that's my thing. You can do it or not. But I really feel like when you ask, when you go through death and you're grieving, you don't want anybody to pity you or help you. You really don't want help. I mean, most people don't want help. And they won't, at least they won't admit it. They probably do want help, actually, but they won't admit it. So what I do is I just call up and I say, hey, you know, let's say it's Tuesday. I call up and I say, hey, I'm going to come over around 5:30 or 6 with a meal for you. Hope you enjoy it, and I'm really sorry for your loss. You know, I'm here for you if you need me. That's it. Shoot a text, phone call, whatever. Don't ask permission. Just do it. And if it doesn't work out, just leave it on their porch or whatever. It's going to be fine. But they'll almost always text back and say, thank you so much. That's awesome. All right, I'm really liking this. I'm going to take all this. Let me show you what I do here. Take all this sausage. You can just use your knife to pick it up. Put it in there like that. See that? Isn't that beautiful? All right. And then we're going to restart. All we're doing here is browning this sausage. So I'm going to turn it back on. We're going to brown that. But while we're doing that, we can multitask and do some other things. So I did a lot of the grape tomatoes already, but I'm going to show you how I did these. And I use a serrated knife for it. But like these grape tomatoes, if it's nice and long like that, maybe you can get 3 pieces out of it. That's great. See there? Just go like that. There we go. And I use a serrated knife on these because it's easier to get through. But yeah, this is easy. So then you get like little small pieces like that. I'll just do this one in half because I'm getting lazy. And this one in half. And we'll do this one in thirds. All right, cool. So we got that. So these are our grape tomatoes. We're going to throw those in with the cheese and everything else and the meat in the end. All right, so now we're flipping. See that? Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. Got 2 packages of andouille in there. All right, now for the red pepper. I'd like to take, again, a nice serrated knife, or maybe even a smaller one, and I just kind of cut around the top, pull that out, boom, done. And I don't really care about having all this stuff in there. I mean, I'll get some of these seeds out, like that. Boom, get that out. Cool. Anyway, half of this pepper is going to go into one, half into the other. So we're going to just do this really fine. I'm going to take this knife, see if I can get it done like this. I'm going to do it really fine. Really skinny piece slices like this. Okay. I'm going to get these a little skinnier. Okay. And then we're going to come back across. Get this one a little skinnier. Good. Then we're going to come back across and do this. All right. Cool. We want to get these into fine pieces because this is going to go across the whole Pyrex thing. Oh, we can hear that sizzling, so we want to shake this a little bit. There we go. We're just browning these. I got this at like medium heat. All right, so I'm gonna cut these up a little more. Just throw them in the pile. Anyway, so I hope you understand what I'm coming from about, just calling people and just saying, I'm going to help you. It's like the best thing you've ever heard if you're going through this stuff, because you're just feeling so helpless all the time as it is. And so to have someone just call up and say, I'm coming, I'm bringing in a meal, it's amazing. So this is going to be for one of them. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go ahead and throw this in to one of these deals right now. I'm going to put that in there right there. And then we'll do the other one. There we go. We'll do this one. All right, cool. So now we're rolling. We're really rolling now. Nice and easy, nice and skinny. You toss this. Okay. Pretty cool. All right. See, this is not too difficult. I mean, it seems like a lot of ingredients, but it's not too difficult. So, yeah. All right, so now we're going to cut this up. Boom, 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 boom. This looks like it's going to give me more pepper than the other one, which is good because I have one bowl that's kind of bigger than the other. One like Pyrex dish that's bigger than the other. All right, I'm going to rotate this around. Get a nice little cross chop again. Boom, 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 boom. All right, we want to get that nice and fine. All right, now we're going to put that in there too. That looks beautiful. That's beautiful. I love peppers. Love peppers. All right, as you can see, I don't care where I wash my hands off. All this stuff is going in the same place. So I am doing that. Make sure that's dry so it doesn't slip. There we go. Ooh, getting a little brown. That's not good. That means I'm getting it too hot. All right. All right, this is getting to where I want it to be. Just a nice low cook on it. All right. So what we're going to do now is look over here at these guys. I'm going to whisk in. So I have two of these bowls. Let me go start the oven because I want to be ready for that. And then do this bowl here. Just kind of mix it all in. All right, here comes the cheese. Boom. So I'm doing 2 servings. Oh, by the way, Virginia Tech, got that. My daughter's back from fall break. So I'm making an extra tray so we can enjoy it over the weekend. Awesome, right? I love making food for other people. I really hope this helps you become a lover of making food for other people. So, all right, got this these grape tomatoes. I'm gonna take half of these, put them in one. Okay, the other half in the other. And again, this is just the way we roll. It doesn't have to be perfect. Let's see how we're looking here. And now I'm going to mix up the cheese and the tomatoes all together. All right, mix this up. Oh, this is looking beautiful. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. All right, and then let me get rid of these bowls real quick. All right, now we got the spinach. Got the spinach over here. So basically I just defrosted one of those packages of spinaches I showed you. One of these. The easiest way to defrost it, guys, is just to like soak it in water overnight or something, and then you get this. Now what I did was I put it in a colander and I squeezed on it to get all the water out, because you don't want all that sogginess to go into the thing. So if you look at that, I'm going to take half of it and put it into, is that about a half-ish? Yeah, okay. Put it into one, maybe a little bit more there. And then the other half, we're going to put it in the other. So they each get one package. Sorry, just to be clear, I have 2 packages. Now one is in each bowl. So again, just to review, the casserole, it's like an egg sausage casserole. We've got about a dozen eggs. We got about 1 package or a pound or so of andouille sausage. We've got a cup of cheddar, a cup of Mexican blend. We've got a package of spinach, and we've got a half of a red pepper. I think that's everything. So it's not too bad, right? So now we're just going to take this And again, just kind of mix all this together, spread it all out, so that when we dump it into the tray, it's all kind of equally distributed. All right, so here we go with that. Alrighty, looks good. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. All right, now we're gonna do this guy. Oh yeah, this is the bigger one. This is gonna be good. They're both gonna be good. There we go, see all that? All right, I'm gonna turn this fire off. I think this is done. And then I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna move it from the heat so it stops heating up. I don't know why I didn't have a gas cooktop for a long time, but I finally got one like a year and a half ago. So much better. You can just take it off the heat and it's off the heat. It's not sitting on something getting warm still. All right, this is gonna be beautiful. Look at that. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I just wanna eat it right now. All right, so let me get rid of that. And I'm gonna save that whisk because I might need it later. But all right, so now we have this sausage done. I'd like it to be a little cooler, but this is what you're gonna do. Take a paper towel and let's go ahead and get the kind of the grease off of it a little bit. Just kind of do this to mop up a little bit of that grease so that it goes in there and it's not too much, you know, get it off the heat. There we go. So that's not too greasy when it gets in the pan. Let me throw that aside. Let me get a couple more of these. All right, so that's the idea. Just kind of degrease it. You've probably cooked sausage before where you drain it. Well, instead of draining it, I'm just doing this real quick in the interest of time. So it's okay if ooh, one got away. I'll get to eat that. I'm excited. All right, so now we want to do this. I don't want to put this in there quite yet, but now I'm going to bring over one of these trays for you. So this I already pre-lined with butter. You want to take a stick of butter and pre-line it. So now that I've got it in there a little bit, I'm just going to rub it around. You want to get up the edges and get the butter all around it. And this is to keep it from sticking after it's baked. So just take that butter and rub it all around. This is the best part because after this I get to lick my fingers. I'm excited about that. So there's one all done. It's probably going to start melting. And then I'll show you how I did it with the other one. Just took a stick of butter and just go like this. Just kind of rub it in there with a soft, you want to pre-soften it, rub it in there. That's plenty, that's perfect. And then, let me get this, and then just kind of rub it in. Again, go up the edge a little bit, like that. It's going to be in there pretty tall. There's going to be a lot of food in here. So, there we go. Awesome. So we are living the Crawdaddy life dream. I'm loving it. I hope you're loving it too. And I'm so excited to have him check this meal out. And I am going to be a little bit particular with, so now just take this guy and tell you what we're going to do first. I'm going to get a cup and just be like, hey, a cup for you and a cup for you and a cup for you. Cup like this. There we go. And a cup for you. I can hear my dog. He's excited. He wants some sausage. All right. So now I'm just going to put a little bit extra in here, there, and then a little bit more in there. All right, cool. And then we're going to whisk that about one more time. Get this all in here. And it's probably starting to cook, so we want to get it into our bowl. Pour it into there. Here, I'll show you in a minute. Okay. And then here comes this one. This will be easier for you to see. Sorry you couldn't see the other one. I'm going to whisk this up, stir it all in. Usually you want to have the sausage a little colder because otherwise it's probably starting to cook this mixture up. All right, doesn't that look beautiful? Look at this. So that is going to go in. I'm going to put these both in the oven just like that. How about that, huh? Just look gorgeous or what? Look at these two. Boom, we're going to spread this out a little bit. Get it nice and even. There we go. Look at that. Oh yeah. All right, cool. All right, this looks really good. I'm excited. All right, this is gonna be good. This is chock full of goodies. So I think it's gonna come out really well. Anyway, so there you have it. Now they're gonna go in 350 degrees for about 45 minutes. Now, how do you know when it's done for real? Just take a knife, take a clean knife, and what you're gonna do, you're gonna take it out of the oven. I would put it in for like 40 minutes, okay? And then when you take it out of the oven, go like this with the knife. If the knife comes out wet, it's not done. Make sense? Knife comes out dry, you're pretty much done. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the oven. And we are all set and ready to go. I'm excited. It was not too bad. So, boom, in the oven it goes. I'm gonna set the timer for about 40 minutes. Boom, 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 boom. Awesome, awesome. All right, so cool. Hey, thanks for joining me today. 20-minute video. It's a little bit long, but you could see I probably spent an additional, I don't know, it did take about 5 minutes or so before, but I was also doing double. So if you're doing half of this, it's like probably 15 minutes, honestly. So if you're doing one of these casseroles, it probably takes you 15 minutes, throw it in the oven, go back to work, do whatever you want to do, and you're going to end up with something that's a big plate of food that you can eat on for days. Anyway, I love that you're watching. Please let me know any ideas, thoughts. If you take this idea and run with it, let me know. I'm excited about it, and I'll be back again soon. I'm not sure what we're going to do next, but look, the goals are to share with you all these things. I'm going to make some cookies, really easy, because I do that for my job a lot. And fry catfish, oh my gosh, I'm going to teach you how to fry catfish. It's so beautiful, and you know what? When people get fried catfish, like they're blown away. They're blown away. You give someone a few fillets of fried catfish for dinner, bring it over to dinner, like if they're sick or their mom's sick or whatever, man, they love that. Great, the oven's heated up just in time. So you remember, and then we're gonna do a crawfish boil. We're gonna do a low country boil. We're gonna make some gumbo around Thanksgiving. At Thanksgiving time, I always make a gumbo the day after on Black Friday because I take that leftover turkey carcass and make a gumbo. And then the best part about that gumbo is I make a ton of it and I freeze it in portions. And again, this is about uninhibited kindness. So then whenever someone is having trouble, they're sick, their family's sick, anything's going on, you can bring them here, gumbo. Homemade gumbo, are you kidding me? You get to bring them homemade gumbo. Wouldn't that be crazy? And they're so grateful. I brought some to my neighbor when his dad passed away. Brought some gumbo. Every time I see him in front of other people, he's like, this guy makes the best gumbo ever. And it just made him so happy. So anyway, live your crawdaddy life. Combine food, kindness, and you, all uninhibited. Uninhibited food, don't worry about the recipes. You saw me throwing stuff together. It does not have to be exact, okay? Kindness, do not limit your kindness. If you have a kind thought, go execute. And then you, just be yourself. Always be yourself. And I think that if you start cooking food and then sharing with others, you're gonna start becoming a happy, happy person. I love doing this. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Have a great rest of your day. Live your crawdaddy life and be your crawdaddy. Hey, Justin, back at you with Crawdaddy Life. Just wanted to see how these casseroles came out for our friend. And they look beautiful, don't they? Look at that. Got two of them here. All right, so just so you know, hey, I hope you like the music. Little Beau Soleil. Anyway, so to check and see if they're ready, we just put our knife in there, see if there's any moisture coming in. Nothing there, it's pretty dry. So that's good. Check this one, it's all set. So I had to take it out. I did have to take them out like once or twice, but it's all set now. So so excited for my friend to get this. It's just such a hard time, you know? And again, I think I'm just gonna bring it to him, just gonna drop it off, call him ahead of time. But look, this is a lot of food here. So let's say he gets one of these. They're the exact same portion. One's just bigger and spread out, but you know, this is like 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. So that's like 6 meals, basically. I mean, that's conceivably 6 meals. You might want to eat more, so even if it's just 3 meals, it's pretty awesome. He could have one of these squares for breakfast every day, or lunch, or dinner, you know, whatever. Anyway, it's gonna be awesome. Again, it's got about a dozen eggs, package or a pound of andouille sausage, you know, a handful of those grape tomatoes, a cup of cheddar cheese grated, a cup of Mexican blend grated, 10-ounce package of spinach. And actually, you could put a splash of milk in there. I should have done that. But it's crawdaddy life. We don't have to worry about that stuff. So anyway, be your crawdaddy. Use your claws, okay? Have a great day. Bye.